Kiwi Talkz, aka Reese Riley, as far as I'm concerned, owns a YouTube channel who primarily interviews important or higher people, such as those who are rappers or ex-employees of companies, showcasing these podcasts and interviews on his YouTube channel that has 444 videos with about 15,000 subscribers. His first upload done on June 4th, 2019. Now, of all the interviews and podcasts that he's uploaded on his channel, I would like to bring this one to your attention most importantly because of the following reason. The fact that he unfortunately had to take this down, not because of Mike, who was the person who was being interviewed, who was a former animator at Rockstar Games, but of course I'm bringing up Rockstar Games, which should give an indication to why I'm bringing this up, as the fact that this interview was taken down from YouTube or marked as private. So there were some people who were asking questions and concerns, asking the following, such as, hey, what happened? I was halfway through the video and then it popped up saying it's private. Kiwi Talkz himself responded he asked for it to be taken down because he said some stuff that he shouldn't have said, apparently. I'd also like to notably bring this comment up because up to now there's only 2 replies as far as I'm concerned. There used to be 3, and thankfully I took a snip of the 3rd reply that was removed, probably for the obvious reason that Rockstar did not want the truth to be exposed about them. The fact that Rockstar's legal team came for him apparently because he said some stuff he shouldn't have said, that Rockstar got offended was revealed and they were not happy about it. I'm assuming it was the truth, but for those who have checked this podcast before it was taken down or marked as private, and if you guys have any information, feel free to mention it down in the comments below, even under people's replies as well. I don't care. I would like to have all information as best as I could showcased under this video, because I haven't really been able to check this podcast, but the reason of it being taken down is what definitely struck concern in me that I'm definitely willing to showcase to you. So of all the topics being discussed in this interview, they have said Mike York was in discussion about the culture at Rockstar, working on Red Dead Redemption 2, the combat system he pushed on for GTA 5, his thoughts on GTA 6, the Hauser brothers, and more. One of the most notable topics that I would like to bring to your attention being the combat system he pushed for GTA 5, which was made in a separate article known under Rockstar Intel, which I'd like to showcase some of this information to you beyond another article that has also struck curiosity to me in this article. So the article reads as follows. Ex-Rockstar Games dev reveals shutdown pitch for GTA 5 combat overhaul. A former Rockstar Games animator that worked on the most recent releases has shared details about his time at the company. During a new interview, the ex-employee also revealed a shakeup to combat that he pitched for GTA 5. The developer in question worked at Rockstar Games' New England office between 2012 and 2017. This meant he had a hand in the development of both Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Some of the specific work he did for GTA 5 includes character switching animations between the trio. For Red Dead Redemption 2, he largely focused on animals such as the cougar. The animator spoke with Kiwi Talkz, a channel that primarily interviews game developers about their stories. Not always, he's also been interviewing rappers as well, or other celebrities or lesser celebrities, but I digress. An interesting topic the developer talked about is when companies don't take feedback from their developers when it comes to things such as processes. The animator stated companies have invested so much time and money into their development pipelines that they are scared to reset and try new things. In terms of GTA 5's combat system, the developer shared an idea he had for it. He wanted to fix how you swing and punch by taking the existing animations, tweaking them a little, in turn making them feel better on the controller. What inspired the animator's thought process was The Last of Us. It released a few months before GTA 5 came out, and he played through it. He took the cool stuff they did in that game to Rockstar, who were not interested at all. That's how you grow as a team and how you make better games. You need to be open to the people's feedback that are actually working on the game and that are creating the game for you. But a lot of times companies get very, close-minded. This was a quote stated directly by the person who was being interviewed. Be sure to watch the full interview with the animator here, which by the way was taken down and marked as private. Just for your information. Now, there was another article that was, of course, Kiwi Talkz had interviewed someone else from Rockstar Games, which they have learned about the company's culture, which was not so pleasant at times, which I would definitely also like to bring to your attention because we're on the topic of Rockstar Games, regardless. Next, Rockstar Games dev discusses studio culture when making GTA 5. A former senior environment artist at Rockstar Games has talked about his experience at the studio and its culture during GTA 5's development. Jonathan Gwynn worked at Rockstar from 2011 to 2012 on Grand Theft Auto 5's Desert, Roads, Train Track, Mountains, and more. He was just interviewed by Reese Riley of YouTube channel Kiwi Talkz, which focuses on speaking with games developers and other concerns beyond that, but once again, I digress. A wide range of topics were covered in the hour-long video, from what it was like to work on the Matrix games, meeting Sam Houser, behind the scenes at Rockstar, and more. A particular section people might have interested in is what it was like to work within Rockstar at the time GTA 5 was in the middle of production. John shares he left Rockstar due to people and culture around him every day. After John described how everything in GTA 5 is hand-placed, he said they just started Red Dead Redemption 2. He then started to touch on his experience 1 year in at the company. Rockstar's aggression for GTA 5. You probably heard stories about Rockstar. Definitely I did, you don't believe. I don't want to diss them, but there's people there that have a very aggressive managing style, and they make so much money that there's really no incentive for them to change the way they do things. Yeah, that definitely sounds like Rockstar. I believe you, my dude. It has been documented by reports by outlets in the past that Rockstar's work culture during GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 could be brutal, especially as the games came close to the finish line. However, it was also reported that since RDR2, things have improved a lot until recently with the development of GTA 6. This is relevant following news on how Rockstar Games management have become more strict over the past year or so. The game has reportedly entered the final stages of development and a change in mood has occurred. The full change, working in the office 5 days a week, is to be enforced sometime later in that month, since that article was written in April of 2024 for those who haven't seen. And as the person stated, it was not really the company, but the people. Jonathan Gwynn quotes, "It's not so much the company that was bumming me out, it was the attitude of the people in the company, the people around me. They were complaining so much, and they were so sour on things, and after a time, you can't spend 8 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week with people that just don't like what they're doing. A lot of people were leftovers from when there was the huge controversy about overtime and the Rockstar wives and all that stuff, so I ended up getting that job that I was talking about at Qualcomm, and I went over there. They weren't happy when I left, but you gotta do what you gotta do." Now, after reading all of these articles, there are some major points that I would like to bring to your attention to bold it out and let you know why I believe what I believe. Obviously, as you can see, first of all, Rockstar, in the first point, cares more about stuff that's happening outside of their company rather than inside. And there is many examples to this, but this most recent piece of information that definitely strikes attention to me that I'd like to bring to your attention is how Rockstar did anything they could to take down this interview from Mike York, who was, of course, a former animator at Rockstar Games, with Rockstar threatening the legal team against him to ensure that the stuff that he said that he apparently shouldn't have said from his experiences, his knowledge, his work ethics, and his understanding of how Rockstar runs did not want to be exposed any further than it already had. So Rockstar wants to protect their precious reputation of being a money-hungry, greedy company that we all know Rockstar is a money-hungry, greedy company. Even we've seen here in this quote by Jonathan Gwynn, where Rockstar is already making so much money from their player base that they already know and are convinced by all this income to not really make a major change to their games to give a new, unique lifestyle or a new, unique experience of gameplay that was never seen before. So obviously Rockstar is not going to take ideas that someone had from another game, obviously, because maybe they just don't want to take inspiration from others and they want to be their own company. But at the same time, it seems as though Rockstar doesn't want to push their boundaries to go into new ideas that would exceed the expectations of gaming. Even if GTA 6 already at this point is seen to be, has already been nominated and won the award of being the most anticipated game of 2024, winning the award before 2025 had ever come to senses, of course. The biggest concern that I have out of this is that I don't think that Rockstar's GTA 6 will be the most like outstanding game that everyone's looking at it to be, because we're talking about Rockstar games here first of all. And on another note that I've heard from someone, I don't wish to reveal their name or information, but it has already been revealed by many people out there, just not everyone, so if you don't believe me, it's up to you, but I have heard news that someone was given a beta build of GTA 6 to test it out on their own personal time. Of course, they couldn't stream it. I'm not going to explain to you how they played the game or what they've done, because that information I don't really know. One thing's for sure, they were given a beta test of the game by Rockstar to test it out and see how they felt about the game. And simply all they said was, yeah, I would try GTA 6. It was meh. It was okay. It wasn't impressive. And that was just about a year ago that person was given a beta test of the game. I'm worried sick that GTA 6 will not be the game that's going to outshine our expectations as we're expecting it to be. I'm worried about that. And on top of that, with Rockstar caring more about the shit that's going on online, people making mods for different older games for people to continue having fun, awaiting the arrival of GTA 6, while Rockstar is busy taking those down with the help of Take-Two. Because obviously Rockstar is just the developers, Take-Two is the publishers, so obviously they're the ones who have the most authority over people who own their content. I am worried, on top of GTA 6 not being the most outstanding game, that GTA 6 might even come to a delay into 2026. That even someone may have hinted, if they have watched the podcast, that the person may have slipped up and said it has been delayed. Can't remember if he meant a trailer 2 delay or the game delay. But honestly, as many times as I've said this before, I get it when a company needs to delay a game to finish up on some touches they need to check before they release a game to ensure optimum quality, quantity, and of course performance that will exceed the gamer's expectations. I am one for that, definitely. But Rockstar doesn't seem to be that kind of company who would delay to improve quality. All they're wanting to do is just possibly delaying because they haven't truly spent enough time on GTA 6. All the time that they've had in the past many years that they haven't truly dedicated into GTA 6, because they're spending much more time fixing money glitches, fun glitches on GTA Online, or taking down mods on the internet that people are publishing for everyone to enjoy for free, basically. Rockstar is busy at work trying to look for shit like this to take down, but they're not really spending enough of their efforts on GTA 6, and I believe GTA 6 may not be the best game and might even come to a delay just because it really is not the best game that they would expect it to be. So honestly, expect a delay and even expect it to be a not so optimum game as we wish it to be. After 10 years of development, I would be ashamed. But I'm predicting it right now. GTA 6 is coming to that point where it will be delayed and may not even be the best game out there. Hope you guys understood my point of view that I am bringing to your attention, and I am here once again exposing the fuck out of Rockstar once again. Now, there's many other examples that I could bring to the table, but I would be here till Christmas if I had to repeat every single thing that has happened, especially with the way Rockstar Games is treating their employees, forcing them beyond their expectation, which was, by the way, against a signed signature, even in agreement with Rockstar, done many years prior, or maybe a few years prior, I don't remember anymore. I've done that video just a year ago talking about mandatory crunch, where Rockstar is forcing workers to work in office from 9 to 5 days a week, which goes against even their work and health code ethics, where there were some workers who worked for Rockstar who were freely able to work at home, mainly for disability reasons, in which they can't physically even show up to office, especially if they're probably working even across the globe, which now they have no choice to come back to their main headquarters to work there in office 5 days a week, in which some of them may not be able to make it on time. Which just means they're losing crucial workers who have been dedicated to working for Rockstar. But at the same time, doesn't meet Rockstar's expectations of, well, their new expectations rather, of showing up to office. So I am worried sick about GTA 6's performance overall. Okay, guys, I hope you understand my concerns of all of this proof that I've even brought up earlier in my channel across the past year. But once again, I am not shy to admit the truth, and here I am bringing new information to you on why I believe GTA 6 will be delayed, or possibly may not even be the best game out there. Even if I've hinted at Rockstar throwing a legal team against this interview member of Kiwi Talkz' channel, my biggest points were just about GTA 6 and how I believe it may not be the best game that we're expecting it to be in both, quality and being, released on time. Hopefully I've made my points clear, and on that note, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.